like to go over some of the details of how to approach discussion assignments. Okay, you're pretty familiar with quizzes, you're familiar with the reading, you're familiar with the chapter overviews. Let's talk about um, how to approach these. And it's not difficult, but it is something you'll have to stay on top of and make sure you get done in a timely fashion, because that's why it's a discussion. So in week one, for example, and this may or may not be your course because I use this for other things, but we have two discussion boards in this particular course. So you can see where it's got two due dates. You get the initial post on Saturday, and then follow-up posts, which would likely be two. You reply to two other main posts for students, it would be on Sunday. Okay, so you've got to make sure you hit those due dates. And I would encourage you to get them done before Saturday. So the sooner you do the first one, the better. Okay, so let's open this up. And remember, so it's worth 20 points. You've got instructions. It tells you what chapter, what page, and which question, discussion question, review question you should look at. And now there's some specific information that you'll want to provide. So, and it doesn't quite record on this channel of this, but when you open it up, you'll see it's each part of the question is laid out in bold. So if there's a question, define this or talk about that, and then why would you use it? Or if it's a two-parter, you want to use two bold headers, one on the top, one on the bottom. So bold header of the question, your response underneath in plain font. Then bold header number two, your response to it in plain font underneath it. So question, answer, question, answer. Okay. In fact, here is a copy of, or a example of how a discussion should look, how it should be formatted. I'm going to count off if you don't do that. Okay. So you'll want to read the question. You want to have read the text first so you understand the question in context. That'll make it much easier. And then reply to that. You know, give a complete description of what you're saying and why you're saying it. Then you know, make that initial post. Then when you see other posts out there you're going to reply to too, you can read others. Read as many as you want. I mean, more the better. But you need to reply to at least two other students. Okay, and it's got to be more than just "I agree" or "good job." In fact, you don't even say that. Just go into, you know, if they in fact answered it completely, what you might add to it, what you saw as valuable, what they said, what kind of takeaways and things like that. But you want to critically evaluate, not to argue or to say somebody they did it wrong, but you want to critically evaluate what they say. Okay, always run things through spell and grammar check. Grammarly is a good idea as well, because if you're missing commas, periods, you know, exclamation points, whatever it might be, whatever kind of editing should be done. If you don't have it, I need to count off for that. Okay, so when you go through this, you want to do it one step at a time, but make sure you stay on top of the due dates. So if you have questions, let me know, but I think you should be fine with this. Keep it rolling. Remember, we've got an example right here, and there you go. If you have questions, please let me know, but that should take you a long way to successfully doing discussions.